this fella, Jonathan Paulson, we just checked, he's 6th currently. We're on day 16,
something like that.
He's currently 6th in the global leaderboard, so he's pretty good. In fact, I'd say he's very good, given that the leaderboard is only 100 people long. That's not bad at all. And he records live his attempts to solve these problems and then puts them on YouTube. And a friend of mine sent them to me that's doing these challenges, and he was like, they're absolutely ridiculous. So I thought we could watch a few and see how he does things. He is obviously optimizing for absolute speed, but you can see how...
Well, we can look at the times here, right?
The times in themselves are amazing.
Something happened on day 5.
Yeah,
look. So should we go over ones that we've been through?
Yes, I think exactly.
Okay,
so I think he doesn't have day 1, as far as I can tell.
It was just below him?
It was just, yeah. Well, I know someone that solved day 1 in Excel, which is amazing.
That is amazing.
It's a formula, yeah. We should skip to day 3, which is...
I should click the day 1.
There we go.
Day 3 is the crossed wires one.
Yeah.
And so we'll just take a look and we'll sort of admire, shall we?
Yeah, so
8 minutes 37.
He does speak as well, but we maybe skip it forwards, but he's doing it right on the...
All right, admin code 2019 day 3 about to start. Let's see what we got.
So I have watched a little bit of this one. He spends a long time reading.
Okay.
Which is understandable.
So he's looking at this blind, like he hasn't had a look before.
Oh yeah, you saw on the timer.
Oh, I didn't see it.
The timer actually... He has a program to download the input. But I think what is quite noticeable for me about this is he's trying to speed solve this, and he's switching between Vim and a terminal, which I think is really weird.
Slow, yeah.
I would want both in two split. It's really strange that he's doing that, and yet he's so high up the leaderboard. Maybe it doesn't matter.
The fact that he hasn't filtered out his keyboard noise.
What I think is interesting here, so he's spending ages just parsing the input. For given the length of his solution, this whole video is only 8 minutes long. We're like a minute in, or he's about a minute in. I wonder if he's thinking though. I wonder
if he's doing like that just automatically.
Yeah. I think in some ways this teaches us just nothing about good programming and everything about good programming at the same time. That this guy who's obviously a genius is struggling to just split a file because programming's crap.
Yeah.
So he's got the inputs.
Closest intersection point. So let's just enumerate all the points in each thing.
He's using Python as well.
Yeah. I think that's quite a common language for the speed. See if we can follow this, but I don't like this. Oh no, that syntax is okay. I don't like the generator syntax in Python. Find it confusing. So direction and and how much, like the magnitude.
Yeah.
So it would be like R7. So D would be R, N would be 7. That's interesting that he writes an assert.
Yeah, so if it ever wasn't one of those, it would bail out.
Yeah, and he would be able to catch a bug quicker.
Yeah,
I guess
so he's doing it the way you did it, I think. So he's gonna track. He's gonna plot the line as he goes because he's doing range of n, right?
Oh god, what
dx?
What the hell's dx? D. Oh,
what? Where's the a come from?
Is he about to declare? Is he going to declare
that in a second? Yeah. Dx is gonna go here. PA.
So X and Y.
So he's getting the points. He's getting the coordinates of each line into PA, but he's calling them points.
Mm.
And then he's doing a AND, which I assume is like an intersection.
Yeah. Yeah, which is pretty much the...
So he's got to then work out the smallest one. Min of both, is it? Oh, then work out the Manhattan distance. So you've got to add the X and Y for each of them. Is that it? What's DX and... Oh, he's going to do that now, is he?
Yeah, there we go.
Ah, yeah, okay. This is his translation.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually not a bad solution at all, really.
I think it's the way you did it.
Yeah, not
quite,
not
but it's
quite
pretty close.
because he's used a map. But I mean, yeah, you could It's definitely the same.
That was a Vim error. Did you see that? He accidentally copied the line. How did he think? Why did he think that was wrong? Oh, because it was a negative. Oh.
Okay.
So what's wrong? Oh, what did he do there? What did he remove there?
We can rewind it. So that's right. Do you want to rewind it quickly? Let's see. What did
So now what?
Oh, God,
so some
Christ.
sort of...
So that gives negative. So he likes, I need to absolute it because the Manhattan distance can't be negative.
And then he's got an answer.add. So he's got an additional add that he didn't need.
Yeah.
So if you pause it now.
Oh, too slow. So what does set do there? Is it just like a declaring an empty variable?
Yeah. So he's... Yeah.
But then he's doing ands.add. Oh, I see. It's like, sorry, it's an empty list, isn't it? Because he's then adding a list of x and y.
Yeah. So he's building the coordinates.
And then he's saying for that in range of n, x plus equals... Yeah, okay.
So he's, yeah.
That makes sense.
So
what did he have before then? Ah, he added 0, 0
But that wasn't right.
at the start. Why would that... Oh, yeah, because he was doing min. It did explicitly say, don't... The home point isn't an intersection point. Right, so if you do min of that list, it'll give you the origin. Yeah. Which is then the origin. The distance.
He's realised all of that really quickly.
Yeah, like he's...
So how far into the video are we now? If you hover.
4 minutes.
Wow. Okay, Jonathan.
Easy now. Oh, then this...
Signal delay.
Yes, this is now number of steps.
Some of these steps is lower.
But I think he's in a good place.
Yeah. Back to Vim.
So he just overwrites his old answer, does it? He doesn't care about it here.
It's all about the speed. Risky though, I mean...
Yeah.
If you cock this up now... I feel like he's thinking.
Yeah, this is thinking time, right? Answer... How does that work?
So...
Is that now a map?
Yeah... I don't know what that means, actually. It looks like a tuple.
With an...
Goodness me.
That syntax is odd. I'm still not sure what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look that up. I've not seen that before. I think it's an array... yeah, no, I don't know. Whoa.
So he's made them into a set. He's made the lists into sets to then intersect them, I think, with the and.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I would sort of do that in KDB. That could be a KDB thing. That's that syntax, I think, isn't it? Yes. Ah, okay. Yeah, so he has made it a map. He changed the set bracket to hash.
That was unbelievable.
2-2.
I don't understand.
Let's go back and pause.
Yeah, we're going to need to rewatch this. Maybe he's going to explain it, but...
Well, we'll give him a chance, but let's just go to where he...
how fast he's done that is actually blowing my mind. Yeah, if you go back...
There we go. So what he changed was this set brackets, I'm assuming, I don't know Python that well, was define an empty list, and then he changes it to define as an empty map.
Right, and that's just how you set a key.
And then he's saying the key is the coordinate, and then the length is that.
So,
but he's saying if x and y, so if that key isn't in there,
set it to
track the length. Yeah, so he's tracking. So he starts at 0, 0. He goes to 0, 1. The length of that is then 1. Goes to 0, 2. The length of that is 2. 0, 3. The length of that is 3.
And if he sees something again, he doesn't add it again.
Yeah, because it's
And then what's he doing at the bottom with this both set?
So then he's saying, give me. So now this is the coordinates are now the keys of the map.
So he intersects them again.
So he intersects the keys.
Yeah.
And then he's saying rather than the coordinates, now he's saying look up for each of the points where they intersect, which is both. Give me the length of that p. PA is the lengths now, so you can look up that map with your p. Give me the length, length of B where they intersected, minimum of that. So this is like a minimum of this list. So that bit in the brackets is giving you a list of the shortest lengths.
How was that giving him? The bit in the brackets will give him. So does he get?
This is really. I've never seen this syntax.
And then he calculates minimum.
Yeah, I didn't know this was Python syntax, but it's basically saying for all coordinates in both, do this, and then just give me a list, which I assume is what the square brackets do.
Yeah, that's a generator that I was complaining about. I find them confusing.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like a for, and then on the left-hand side you can write. So you can put what would sort of you want to do, and then that whole expression returns an array.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a map, but not.
But it would be just a lot nicer if. I guess it saves you from having to add to the list and then do a min.
I was thinking about generators because Elixir has generators as well, and the thing I really dislike about them is that you basically need to read them right to left, which is
KDB land, my friend.
Yeah, maybe you're more comfortable than me, but I think
maybe that was in that case.
But most of Python you don't read right to left. I mean, you do. Yeah, you do for this. It's just particularly.
I would give you that. That's a fair point. Like if the majority of the language is left to right, and then there's a bit that's right to left, that seems odd.
Weird because everything else is left to right.
Because KDB is right to left all the time.
Yeah, it's consistent.
So it's weird. Yeah, well,
but it is.
That was nice.
It's pretty impressive. I mean, I don't know how quickly he solved that, but that's probably got him on the leaderboard. That is unbelievably quick.
So that's 5:42. He solves it. He enters it in a minute. So seconds.
I'm complaining. I mean, let's play it out. Does he now show us?
I think we've got the hang of it. I'm surprised he hasn't got something that uploads the answer.
2-2, not bad. So what was going on here?
Gained 99 points.
That was rank 2.
Yeah.
So we need to follow this set of directions of the wires. Right, go right, 992, go up 221, whatever. And maybe there's self-intersections, but it doesn't really matter. So what we're going to do is first read in the wires, split them in.
I feel like he's reading this for the first time.
I was reading it back a week later, but he's just done it.
Yeah.
Wire instructions, and just returns the set of points that make up the wire. All of them. So, this is potentially inefficient, but there's, how much? There's 100 or something instructions.
I feel like he's almost solved it without fully understanding what he's done.
It's
weird.
Steps, so it's only
well, now he's worrying about efficiency, but if he's solving it this quickly, that goes out the window.
Yeah, surely.
So he's not going to go back, has he?
If steps were bigger, we might need to do something smarter, and I suspect there's something smarter. But anyway, for each command, we figure out what direction we're going in, how far we're going, and then we just take the steps.
I didn't quite understand this int syntax here. Is this just a part? What's this? Is this a lookup? It's everything after its first character and everything to the end.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's a
and then
slice.
pause it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a nice way to express all of that. And then for part 2, we need to
Yeah.
So I did a map, but I had it where I was doing it with both coordinates, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So he's done it per x and y, which
It's interesting,
We have
yeah.
a set of points to both wires. We can just intersect them and take, in part 1, we just wanted, I suppose I'll just say, equals min of abs x plus abs y for x, y, and both. And part 2 was the min of the
goddamn mechanical keyboard.
the distances. So hopefully 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 1, 5, 8. Yep.
Yeah.
So that was part 1 and part 2. Just the Manhattan distance in the center, which is just abs x plus abs y, and the sum of the lengths along the wires, which is just that's what we recorded for each of the points. So it's just that sum. In both cases, you want them in. So that was day 3.
Wow.
I think that raises more questions than it answers.
What are your concerns? I feel like, I understood what he did. I mean, how he's got there
So fast.
yeah.
It's the speed that's...
Because I know the answer, I'm like, yeah, I see what he's done there. But if we went to one where I haven't done it, I mean, look at 15 here has taken him an hour.
Okay.
But I'd imagine that you'd be like, what has he done there?
That it's
The
just
syntax is familiar, I guess, as well for us to understand it a bit better. But in 5 minutes, he's done both parts, and I
think I spent more than 5 minutes legitimately reading the question.
Yeah.
I don't. That's what it's.
Part of the problem I have with the advent of code is I sometimes don't think the questions are quite clear enough, and I think there's a bit of vagueness, whereas he's just having to go for it. And it worked well.
I feel like what's particularly impressive looking at these times is how consistently he's quick. I feel like I could Hail Mary and maybe get 1 or 2 of these in the top 100. I'm probably not as fast as him. But then for every time I did that, 3, 5, 10 of them would go really wrong.
It'd be interesting, right? Because this is the first year we've done this, although it has been going for a while. If we did try and do that for sort of the first, say, 3 or 4 days, which is clearly where you can speedrun them under 10 minutes, it gets definitely more difficult after that. It would be really interesting to see if you could get in the top 100, if you were on it. And then wonder whether you could pair program it to optimize, or whether that would actually slow you down.
I think. I think the absolute fastest people will do it on their own. I wonder whether for the harder ones, pair programming might be quicker.
Yeah, that was what. Yeah, as I said it, I thought that maybe.
Yeah, I think perhaps past day 9 or 10, maybe actually for us, I feel like people have. I mean, the thing is, this. I mean, I don't know what this guy's history is, but clearly, he does this for fun. Either that or he's some sort of savant, because that is just.
It was amazing.
It was pretty amazing, yeah. I'm still a little bit reeling from just
just what you've seen.
How fast he solved that, and how unexhilarated he is
That he solved it.
Yeah, he doesn't even sound excited.
I think we were more impressed that he got it right than he was.
He was, yeah. He was just easy. I mean, to come second as well.
That's amazing.
And he could definitely shave off another 20 seconds by not having an awful development environment. But, having the 2 windows.
Why not have it side by side? Yeah.
And
the thing with that, you could actually just have on the right hand side, you could just have a watch where it's just running your program every second, because it's outputting that thing right. He could just save, and then the next second it would immediately run.
Yeah.
So you'd just be seeing live.
Yeah, what you've done.
Yeah.
Which for most, probably for almost until a certain week, you would want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps we should sell these guys developer. No, they probably don't need us to build them for them. We should sell them developer tools that help them get faster times. But yeah, a watch would be pretty helpful, definitely. I didn't even think of that.
Well, I'm just thinking if he's clearly a command line guy, right? So you'd be like, well, just have watch running on your other one.
I wonder if it would distract. I mean, it's unbelievable how right he gets that program. I mean, it's not a ridiculously complicated program.
But the bit for me isn't that he got it right, is that he runs it. If you go back and watch him run it, he immediately goes, it's wrong, and immediately knows what he's done wrong.
Yeah.
Because that's the key, right? So it means that
everybody has that, or I have that. When you write code and there's a fleeting thought in the back of your mind, oh, this could happen. And then it goes. And then when you see the error, your brain goes, that fleeting thought just now, that. So you can't.
But still, it takes him.
Yeah,
it's
he's
less
quick.
than a second for him to be like that. I'm going to delete that line.
Yeah, I mean, as well, how familiar he is with Python is quite. I can program Python quite well, and he used 4 or 5 tricks in there that I've not seen before.
Which ones were those?
Well, I wouldn't be confident with the slice. I wouldn't be confident. Well, generators, I think, are quite a commonly used feature, so I think that's just me.
The map use was nice.
Yes. I didn't know you could index. I didn't know that was a syntax for indexing. Oh, he's indexed by a tuple.
Yeah.
I didn't know that tuples were really first class, actually.
No, I don't think I knew that. But the thing is, with Python, it's a weird language. I guess it's in some ways a bit like KDB. It's very easy to get something that up and running very quickly.
Yeah.
And I feel like I could use Python to do this. But then when you get to actually building a Python application where you've got to start using their classes and stuff,
yeah,
I feel like the syntax
falls apart a bit,
blows out the water a bit.
That's how I feel as well. I mean, I really like using the higher order functions, and lambdas are not particularly strong in Python. So but it does have that generator thing.
Yeah, that's just quite nice.
So you kind of have to code with backwards.